Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the movers of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the movers of the culture. Welcome back to another episode of Movers of the Culture. I have a special guest here with us, you guys, and we're going to jump right into it right after this.
Are you tired of taking pills to get ready? You're supposed to be ready. Hey, man, it's not about his, hers, blue chew, that chew. Man, get it out of here. We not doing that no more, y'all. Proud. Sea moss, man. Make sure y'all get y'all sea moss, and not just sea moss. You gotta get your black seed oil. You wanna be ready? Salute and strong. What are you waiting for? Get yours right now, man. Sea moss and black seed oil. Stop being late to the party. Black seed oil and sea moss helps with your immune system, helps your respiratory system, helps you breathe better, helps you live better. Get yours right now. Please don't overdose. You can't overdose, but you can always get better. This is a message only from me, not by the companies. Get yours right now. Sea moss, black seed oil.
Welcome back to another episode of Movers of the Culture. As I stated, I do have a special guest here with us today, man. Look, man, we're going to jump right into it. Bear with me. I'm going to give you your flowers, the introduction. You definitely deserve them, so bear with me. It's a little wordy. When you think of the life of the party, this man is the exact example of that and more. He's helped facilitate and throw some of the biggest parties in Athens, rock some of the biggest and best events that's been in the city, has entertained hundreds of Buckeye fans at football games, from student athlete to a well-known DJ in our community. He continues to dominate the industry realm, but bringing nothing but laughter and great times, man. During these times, he hasn't allowed the pandemic to stop him. It slowed him down a little bit, like everybody, but he's back out there, doing what he has to do and doing it in an amazing way. So without further ado, I would like to welcome you all to the one and only DJ Marcellus Doe, man. How we doing today?
What's good? What's going down? We're doing good, brother.
Where how you still eating leftovers? Or you ain't touch them yet?
We eating leftovers till Monday. Them Jones staying until Monday.
Word. Well, we gonna jump straight into it, man. Tell us a little more about yourself. Where you came from, where you're raised and born, and then how you got your that bug for doing music.
So originally from Columbus, Ohio. Started there, playing sports. Honestly, music wasn't really on the radar. Messed around with FL Studio back when I was younger, but it wasn't nothing I was really taking serious. Big bro downloaded it on the computer. But big into sports.
Gotcha.
Sports. Dad, basketball coach, pretty well known in Columbus. So tried following in his footsteps with the whole sports path. But sophomore year of high school, broke leg, had a real bad injury, out for 3 months, kind of ended my sports career. So I was like, what's another path? Something that I like, something that I was into. And, all you need is a computer to make some music. You feel me? So I was bed rest for 3 months. Learned music, took it to heart, and then got into high school, went to Fort Hayes. We were a art school. So we had pretty much anything you could think of in the arts world. And I got to go to high school and study music production for half of my day. So that was real dope.
Gotcha.
The start of DJing was my senior year of high school with a fundraiser event. We had a dance-a-thon, 12-hour event, wasn't getting paid for it, but I never DJ'd an event in my life. So I was like, okay, I did that, It was pretty terrible. Imagine DJing for 12 hours,
12 hours?
12.
Wow.
Probably repeated songs like 6 times, but we ain't got to tell nobody that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you had to, like 12 hours.
Exactly. But I mean, that was the really start of my DJing and me really falling in love with it, enjoying making people happy through music.
Got you. So that was your first event. So then, before then, what was the time frame like from when you started learning it to when you actually put it into play and started doing DJing for sure? Like, how many years was in between there? Or how much time?
After that, so when I got offered that event, I had before I got offered that event, I had the DJ controller that I had got as a gift. And honestly, I messed around with it for maybe a day or two, never touched it again. And then when I got offered to do that event, I studied up DJing for like a whole month, trying to learn just a little bit.
Yeah.
After that event, it was probably like a month and a half before I really started gigging for pay. But I dedicated a lot of my time to it because it was something I enjoyed. I wasn't, like I said, I couldn't really do sports anymore. So after school, it was go home in my little studio that I had and mess around with music.
Word. Nah, it's events like that where, it might not seem like everything's going the right way, but then, God always works like, it's a reason why you're sitting down right now. You need to focus on something that really brings you passion. So, and it's similar to times like this that we're going through where you have to, you're forced to sit at home and you're forced to slow down, and think a lot. So, I can only imagine that moment where where you were in love with one thing, had to sit down from it, and then something automatically click for you, and then you start pursuing that as well. That's amazing. What has the journey been like so far? Because I see you're out there. Nothing's slowing you down, not too much. You're out there rocking parties and events and stuff. So what has been that what's that feeling been like? Starting from where you did at your first gig, where it didn't go as great as you wanted it to, but I'm pretty sure you still rocked the show, to now you're out there doing it consistently. What has that journey been like for you so far?
Oh, I mean, it's been crazy. I mean, it's been ups and downs. I mean, especially the investment side of it, of buying equipment, buying the wrong equipment and buying the good equipment. I didn't spend so much money on dumb equipment. So having a mentor for that is a great thing. As far as what to buy, when I didn't know nothing, nobody really around me to show me. I was just buying what I thought was right because it was the money that I had,
Yeah, indeed.
But now,
as we all tend to, you gotta, you can only buy what what you got at the moment.
I mean, and if I would have just saved a little bit longer, I would have had, made some better moves to where I could have been selling the packages that I'm able to sell now 6 months ago or a year ago. Just slight investment decisions could have made it go quicker, but the path itself, you just got to keep going. I mean, speaker break at the event, you better have that backup ready, even if it's worse. You got to try to create the best impression that you can. And looking back at some of my old pictures of how I was set up with my cable management and stuff, I was looking like, how the heck did I get a good review from this?
Yeah.
But it's all based off of that first impression, how well you communicate with the clients. And as far as communicating with the clients, it just get better and better, and you get better at it.
Word. Nah, that's special that you're focusing. Hindsight is always, we always wish we could have knew certain things back then when we first started, for sure. But to be able to look back and then to see where you at right now, I can only imagine that feeling that you feel like. So, man, it has to definitely, to see where you started at and then be able to, see where you're at right now. What has been, what's been the best event that you hosted, been a part of? What was the best one for yourself?
Best event by far, Palmer Place in Athens, Ohio. It's a little.
Tell us about that.
So, a little background about the event. Athens and the OU students, they do a thing called Fest Season here, where we throw events on certain streets every year. But the cool thing about Palmer Place is it's an apartment complex. It's shaped like a horseshoe. So we set up on the open side of the horseshoe with the speakers blaring all in. You can fit tons of people in there. There's different levels. So, and it's all put together by students. We look for different local places to sponsor us if they want to, and we try to make it as professional as we can. And dude, crazy event. Some of my biggest party fails in history. But yeah, dude, best event, hands down. Sad I wasn't able to do it this year, because this year would have been even better than last year. So, you know, but the grind don't stop. So you got to try to make next year better if it happens.
Indeed, indeed, it will. We definitely gonna put that out there. Hopefully, all of this stuff will be, wrapped up to a certain point that we can get out there and still do what we want to do and do it in the way we want to do it. So the next section of the show is explain those pictures. So I have a couple pictures here. I just want you to give us some more details on them. Let's see here. So the first one we have is, let's see here. It's this one.
Cool. So this is my family. And obviously you got me, the skyscrapering over everybody. To the right of me, you got my dad, the bald head Sandman right there.
You guys definitely look alike.
You got my grandma. Then you got my cousin Kiki to the right of her. My little cousin Braylon, she big now. Then you got my mama all the way to the right. You got my assistant basketball coach. Remember when we was talking about my dad was the coach? Yeah, so that's my assistant basketball coach. Right below me, we got my older brother. By the way, that's my older brother.
Oh man, I know you throw that around.
By like 6 years too. So you know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He definitely didn't get the get the tall gene.
Yep. And then that's just his grandma and his wife at the time. Gotcha. But yeah, I mean, these people who support me on a daily, who look out for me, always there for me.
Word. Now we definitely all need that support system, especially when we're out here in the industry world, we're in the entertainment world, where your whole life is put on, your whole life is put out there, and people love to judge, people love to wait for something to go wrong and be like, there it is, there it is. So to be able to have that network of family and not just friends, but that's something special definitely to have. Let's see here. So the next picture is, let's see here.
I'm excited for this.
All right. So this is the second picture that we have. And we spoke on it a little bit about, your basketball, career and everything with the sports. So give us some more details about what's going on right here, because it looks like you guys won something. So
yeah. So not mistaken, we won the district championship. It's the first time our school have done that in probably 20 years. We weren't known for being a good school in sports, and shockingly, everybody on our team was 6'4" and shorter. Over 6 foot, we probably only had 4 people on our team. Me being one of those people. And everybody else had, an average of 4 or 5 people that was 6'8" on their team back in the city. So for us to be such a good team and push so hard, it was crazy because we were such a small team, but we was disciplined.
Yeah. Hey, word. Now that's hard, man. Classic story of David versus Goliath.
Yeah.
You if you got the skills, height really ain't gonna mean too much at the end of the day, for real. All right, so the next section is just it's a more fun section as well. A couple questions. It's like either or. Let's see here. And you said you had you dabbled in making music. So what do you feel is it's better, being a DJ or artist?
Honestly, being a DJ, and the reason behind that is because a career path for a DJ is a lot easier to obtain than a career path for an artist. And that's why and DJing, I feel like, is an easier way to create a career path for an artist as well. Um, yeah, I mean, that's what it
All right,
is.
nah, yeah, they're definitely related for sure. Next question is, if you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would that one food be?
Fried chicken.
Right, chicken.
Fried chicken.
Word.
No ifs, ands, or buts
Hey,
about
you
it.
can't go. Hey, is now is that home cooked fried chicken, or is it a certain restaurant that you got that you would just be there every day?
Nah, home cooked for sure.
Oh, hey, word.
I eat ramen
Cook.
fried chicken all day.
Hey, nothing can beat that. No type of recipe can beat having love put in the food. I don't know what it is, but
Exactly.
it's something you just can't duplicate at all, for real.
From the quality to the turnaround to the pricing to the discounts and all of the free items you get when you order with Keela Design Studio, there's no reason to shop anywhere else. That's the only place I get my customized t-shirts from my company, for all of my artwork, holiday items. There's no other place that I'm rocking with. Make sure you guys go check them out. I'm rocking with it.
All right, and let's see here. All right, so let's see here. So as I stated earlier, you still continue to work hard. You're out there, risking your health, but you're doing something that you love. Tell us a little bit about how things have been for you since the virus started. Everyone's been affected in the entertainment industry, but what has it been like for you from the beginning when it first started to where you're at right now?
I mean, honestly, when it first started, it hit us pretty hard as a business, and we like lost majority of all our gigs from August to December. I went from being booked about every weekend from August all the way up to December to being booked once a month from August to December. With them gigs still being skeptical on canceling or not. Uh,
Sure.
couple people had some rescheduling to change locations, but uh as time went on and things start to ease up, it was a lot of people that came in like, I still want to have my wedding, I want to get this over with, I've been planning it. So
Yeah.
we had some late bookings, some people decided to keep their booking date, and shockingly, I was able to pretty much gig every weekend from August to December.
Right. Nah, that's amazing to see, because a lot of people thought it was gonna stop. Well, it did stop a lot of things for people, but it also, like we were speaking about, set people down and like made you think about what was your what was your next step, what it was going to be, allowed us to plan a little more and to sharpen ourselves and our skills that we already have. And so now it's amazing to see that you're still out there, hey, still doing your thing, man, from the IG live. So with this all going on, is there something that you went back and touched up on, or uh, an idea that you went back and you're focusing on a little more to incorporate into what you're doing? Or
I mean, during the whole downtime, when all them gigs did get canceled and postponed, I went back and start diving deeper into my production. During DJ season, it get kind of hectic with the meetings and trying to DJ and produce music and all that by yourself.
yeah, for
So
sure.
during that season, I kind of tend to slow down on my production, but during the quarantine, I was able to really put in my production. I released the EP. It's a future-based chill tracks. I'm a chill vibe dude. I like to relax and let's chill. You feel me? So I was
Right.
able to really dive deep into the production and learn more and get better at it than I would have over the year, honestly, if I did have the gigs.
Yeah. Now I completely understand. That's exactly how I feel as well. Like I was gonna start the business, you know, sooner. Like actually, I was gonna start it in the beginning of the year when all this stuff started happening. But it allowed me to, you know, sit down and focus and learn a lot more than I already knew. So I definitely it's a gift and a curse what's going on. But it's definitely good to see that already from what you had said earlier. You know, when you had to sit down the first time, you know, and you know, focus on some other things that you will take this period as well to, you know, sit down and not just allow it to get you down, but to learn. So definitely using that time and to your advantage. Let's see here. Um, you spoke a little bit about, you know, team and a couple other people. Didn't get any names, but are you working with other people? Is there a team that's behind you? So is there anything like that? Are you working with anybody or?
Yeah, so it's pretty much me and my buddy Rick Weber. We got a business down in North Carolina. We professional wedding DJ business. We do schools and stuff as well. But our goal is to be fully customizable, all up to our client. He YouTubes, I YouTubes, and we just both hard workers. You know, we both from Ohio. We met here in Athens in the DJ scene. So you know, it's crazy to see our relationship go so far from DJing college parties and getting drunk together to going out and setting up for these professional events that people remember for the rest of their lives.
Word, nah, that's special to have somebody that's you know, have a partner that's actually, you know, pushing not just yourself or their self, actually pushing the brand that you guys have built, you know, and continue to do that, you know. So that's amazing to have that teamwork, man. And big shout out to him as well. Let's see here. What is Break Life Events, and you know, what does it mean to you?
I mean, Break Life Events was a promotion company here in Athens, created by Bobby Boucher and Scott. I don't know how to say his last name. I never remember how to.
He definitely knows who he is.
Yeah,
He
he
knows
knows
who he
who
is.
he is. But yeah, I mean, they made this event company, and it was kind of secluded. You know, this like legit group. You know, if you get them, you're gonna be satisfied. But it was really only them three. It was them two and a photographer. Uh, but they graduated and they handed it over to the photographer, me and the photographer, and all of us was cool. So I said, I want to help in on this because I was managing a bar here in town called Red Brick for the DJs. So I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm down to take this over and help you out with it. So we took it over and we gave it a full go, as far as not making it just, you know, so secluded as far as who's in it, but as far as who's in it is going to be good artists or DJs, photographers, videographers, whatever you're looking for. I try to create it as a family thing, because now since I've been down here so long, I'm not as close with my family as I was. Uh, so I created this music family. We're all in the same, you know, industry. We're all got the same goals. Let's work together and build stronger besides trying to be enemies in this small town.
Word, nah, that's special, man. Not just building your own team, but you're building a team for other people and thinking outside of yourself. Nah, that's super special, man. You know, you stated, you know, you focus, oh, I think you're focusing more on, you know, corporate gigs and, you know, super professional and more straying away from the clubs. Is that by choice, or is that's the plan to focus more on, you know, building a brand as a more corporate exclusive, you know,
So,
gigs, or go ahead.
so the actual brand, Fusion Sound and Lighting, that's the name of the brand. Um, that's more based for the corporate, private, um, high school event type ordeal. Uh, my brand, my artist name, Marcellus Doe, that's more geared towards the clubs, the bars, festivals, and honestly, that's what I want to be in. I want to DJ festivals. I want to DJ clubs. But it does come down to pay to a degree.
Indeed.
And you never know who you may meet at these events. And that's what I like to tell a lot of my friends who judge me for DJing these weddings and these high school events, is because you never know who you're going to meet at them. I can meet somebody who is a club promoter at this wedding and like my wedding DJing so well, he can see me DJing in a club, you know? It's so many outcomes and of doing more events than being so restricted to doing only those few events.
I completely 100% agree with that for sure. That's cool. So do you like the, you know, the professional events like weddings and stuff more than you do like the clubs? Or
Oh yeah, I mean, because the whole wedding industry is a whole different feel of the DJing. It's more of an actual intimacy love that you get to witness and feel through the couple, you know, as you're making their day. You get to see how happy they are, how happy the family is on a different level of happiness than you see in the club or the bar.
nah, man, that's super special, man. So big salute to you on that, you know, and not just doing it for yourself, but you might not know, like, you're doing it for more than yourself, more than your company. You're doing it, you know, for our community. You know, you're out there amongst people that might not give us a second chance, or a first chance actually, but for you to be out there, present yourself in a professional way, you know, it's nothing but love and good energy. You know, you're doing a lot of stuff that you probably don't even know you're doing for our community. So I want to say big congrats and big thank you on that, man, for real. Let's see here. Throughout everything that's, you know, your whole career, and besides your team and your partners, or your partner, was there anyone who inspired you and continues to inspire you? Someone you look for you know, inspiration to, you know, maybe they give you a kick in the butt, like, hey man, come on, go a little harder. Is there anyone that you look at for that?
Honestly, is my business partner.
Right.
My business partner been doing it a lot longer than I had. Like I was saying earlier, you know, if you get somebody that can teach you the ropes a little bit earlier, you get ahead. And he was one of the lucky ones that got the ropes and got ahead. You feel me? So, I mean, I look up to the dude. He my age, and you know, doing things that some people I know that's 35 can't even do right now. So, you know, I don't ever think somebody you look up to has to be older than you. You know,
Not at all.
somebody you look up to just have to be somebody who inspires you, like we're talking about.
Indeed. Nah, man, that's super special, man. Let's see here. Uh, Before we wrap it up, definitely want to get into some of the music a lot. You do have an album. It's an album of different songs, or songs that you produce with artists that you know on it, or
Uh,
how does that work?
Pretty much an EDM EP. It's about 6, 7 songs, and a couple of them got some lyrics and some vocal chops or whatever in them. But most of it is more melodic based, uh, with, you know, a mixture of your 808s and trap snares, but your nice, smooth, chill sounding pads and synths. You know, I'm big into
Gotcha.
EDM, but I also love me some hip hop. You know, it runs in me. So what can I do? Try to combine them both, and that's what I try to do with my music. So yeah.
Where can people go and find the music? If they want to, you know, reach out to you for any, they want to collab with you. Anybody that's going to be watching this later on, where can they contact you? Where can they get the music? Or do you have merch going on?
So no,
Okay, how can they support you?
but you can go and find me pretty much everywhere at DJ Marcellus Doe, especially SoundCloud. I post playlists on there as well, so you can try to get a vibe of the music I listen to in my free time. because that's a question I get asked that a lot as a DJ. So I'm not just fully trying to promote myself. I'm also trying to show you guys some good music too. So
Right.
feel free, follow me at DJ Marcellus Doe on all social media platforms.
Cool, man. Well, before we go, is there anything else we haven't touched on that you want, to put out there into the world, or, any upcoming events, any upcoming, projects that you're working on, any goals in the near future, anything that we haven't talked about?
I mean, my last wedding of the year did just get postponed. So, with that being said, my goals for this time until DJ season start again is to release 2 to 3 EPs. One of them a heavy trap EDM one, and another a hip hop. As well as put more videos out on my YouTube channel. I'm a little slacky on it, so definitely gotta grind at that more. And last thing, to be real, is to organize the music. All my music probably got about 30,000 songs, so just imagine organizing that. You don't want to do that all day. That ain't the fun. But yeah, I mean, I'm always gonna be looking for work. I got my buddy DJ A-Rock here in town. He works with Carnival Cruise Line, and he's doing a bunch of virtual stuff right now, and he's trying to get me on it. So I'm probably going to see what that's about, because the grind don't stop. Can't stop grinding.
No, it doesn't. Hey, and I just want to touch on that and wrap things up with us, but that's important, in the industry that that we're in, and in life as well. It's always good to rebrand yourself and look forward to the next step and the next evolution, and not just yourself, but your career and the business and the things that you're invested in. So, and that's big salute, like I've been saying throughout the interview, man. Big congrats on that as well. And I just want to say, you are definitely a mover of the culture, and this platform is specifically for that, saluting people in our community that are doing it and doing it in a good way. You're not just doing it for the monetary value. You're doing it because it's something that you love, something that you put hard work into learning, and it's a craft that you continue to do and excel in it. So I want to say thank you on behalf of my company. Thank you on behalf of all of the artists that you play, whether it's celebrity or underground artists that haven't given you your flowers, that just said thank you yet to you. I want to say thank you on behalf of them. If there's anything else that you have going on throughout the year, throughout life period, send me an email, send me a message on IG. I'll definitely support it. The website goes live in December, so I'm looking for everyone. Everyone's helping support you guys. So if you have anything that you have going on, anything at all, just send it to me. You don't even have to give me details of whatever it is. You just send me a link. I'll put it on there and help support our community and help support people like yourself that are you're moving the culture, man. Whether you know it or not, the steps that you're doing is definitely being seen by people such as myself who are inspired by what you're doing and the way that you're doing it. Like I said, you're in rooms with people that normally wouldn't be in rooms with people from our community. So for you to put that good depiction of who we are out there amongst people that might not come to our culture as often, I want to say thank you for that. Like, honestly, that's one of the big things I wanted to say thank you for. And it's definitely being seen. Hey, besides that, man, like I said, open arms, always open outlet here, open support as well. So keep doing what you're doing, man. This has been another episode of Movers of the Culture. I'm sitting here with DJ Marcellus Doe. And like I said, and continue to say, I can't appreciate it more. Thank you so much, and keep going, man.
Thanks.
Thank you, King.
Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the movers of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the culture, of the culture. Movers of the culture.